I have lesbian issues? I don't have lesbian anything! God, it's like when my dad asked why I won't move to New Jersey.
What?
Well, if I moved to New Jersey, it would take me an hour and a half just to get to an audition. Can you imagine my dad said, I can tell by your reaction there's a part of you that wants to move to New Jersey, but you're just too afraid to face it?
Holy wow.
God, doesn't anybody here get it? I'm not a lesbian. I don't want to move to New Jersey. And where's the cheese? Where's the cheese on this goddamn fucking fries?
My God.
That's not enough. You have to create, and it has to be better than what you were disrupting. That's a lot to do with an optimistic attitude after what we've been through. So, get ready.
We are in some flip some table energy. I just feel it. I just feel it. I don't know what it's about. I don't want to imagine anymore what it's about. We are just in some flip the table energy. So be it, and it is so. Bring it. It has been brought in. But some of you are hiding or cloaking, and I think it's troubling because in some cases you're forgiven already, and in some cases you're making it into something that it's not and never was. You know, when things come to us, when things find us, we can derive. I was going to say we can derive intent. Look, intent is 9/10 of the law. I know that's not the real thing. Intent is 9/10 of the law. I know it's possession, right? Possession is 9/10 of the law or something like that. The law is flawed. If you're operating in good faith and you don't mean to cause harm, it's so much easier. It's just so much easier. But if it was ill-willed at the beginning, don't be first in line asking for forgiveness if you haven't tried to fix it at all. It's not protocol. Clearing the air is always good, but we don't always get to do that either. So it's best just to peter. So it's best to just avoid the energy altogether that's evil. The minute it surfaces, push it back. No good can come out of an attack. I listened to something earlier, and it is like it is. No. Trying to think of another example, but it's just so perverse. Things that are fucked from the beginning. Wow. Alright. I'm not going here because I just spent time earlier in a bad energy, and I'm not going back. And that's to avoid an attack. Look, this is real life. Not all ideas are good. I said that earlier this week. If you have a bad intention against someone, you need to stop and talk yourself off the ledge, because no good can come out of it. No good can come out of it. We are moving forward. It is a new world, and energies are impacting more and more in different ways, and they're spreading the collective consciousness faster than ever before. We have there are scientific things you can go look up. The frequencies, the sun belt, how our brains work, how we communicate with each other subconsciously and consciously, and not, because that's the thing too. People that are turned off are in their own world, and some of them are happier, but they're not connected, but their energy still infects us, all right? So wake up, don't wake up, figure it out, don't figure it out. It's not your fault, okay? But you need to take action to make sure that you're part of the solution, not the problem, going forward. Because it has changed. The new world is here. I hope you will understand it in a way that it's beneficial to you and that you want to be in it. But you need to invite yourself, was the other message I had this week. It is not your fault if you're broken, but it is your responsibility to fix it before it impacts somebody else. And that's it. That's the message. It is not your fault that you're broken. But we don't have to give you carte blanche or forgive you either. We do it to heal ourselves so that we can move on. And the new term I made earlier I think it was yesterday, fuckgiveness, okay? It's when you can't give a fuck anymore and you have to get over it, but they haven't earned any forgiveness. But you're letting it go without closure in some cases, or with closure. It's the season to flip tables. Directed at the right, wrong things. Use your discernment about what the right, wrong things are. Don't just come into a room and flip a table to have drama. I've seen that several times. And it makes no sense when it's out of place. When you're just angry, okay, it doesn't have any resonance. It's just stupid. Okay? It's just stupid. When you flip a table, it's because you are so done. Like, flip a table and walk off is what happens. It's not flip a table and then go clean it up, or flip a table and then, sit down and have dinner. No, you're done, and that's the last message you want remembered. So don't flip tables if that's not your last message, and if that's not what your takeaway is that you want to project into the world. But when you're done with a situation, when it's so unjust, when it's so ridiculous, and you can't solve it any other way, this is the thing. You flip the table and you leave. And then go do something productive to change it or make sure it never happens again, or be part of the solution going forward. But there's just no point in breaking bread with people that don't understand their cruelness, intentions, evilness. In some cases, it's just possession. They're outright being coached or told what to do, and all that's askew. Know when you have no right to flip the table, too. It's just absurd. It's like you're putting on a show, but everyone's confused about, who are you? Who do you think you are flipping a table? You're just messed up and angry at somebody that's not even the problem that caused it. Use your words. Be an adult. Adults flip tables, though, when there's injustice. And it's time for justice. It really is. I know that all of the justice systems are backed up. But it's time to unclog the drain, because it's got to be flushed out and we got to start over. Without it, if we don't clear this energy, if we don't clear all the corruption, all the nonsense, all the bullshit, then we're not going to be able to move forward. And if you're in a role where you're part of the problem, you need to fix it really quick. If you've done something wrong, if you're a judge or an investigator, you need to go talk to your whatever liaison, or depending on your organization, the internal groups that. It's not easy, but the correction is here. Okay? Don't protect somebody that is doing wrong. Don't. Forward. We will never go forward.
Calzone.